Quebec comes from the Algonquin word, meaning narrow passage or strait. Quebec is one of the 10 magnificent provinces in Canada, located in east-central Canada. Quebec joined the Confederation in 1867 as a rural province and is now the leading hydroelectric producer in North America. Along with amazing industries, Quebec is a great place to tour, with over 180 historical sites, 22 provincial parks, 20 tourist regions, and 16 wildlife reserves. Boredom is not a possibility. For those who seek immigration, look no further. Quebec accepts 45,000 people yearly. Millions of people, varying in age, ethnicity, and religion, all have one thing in common. Quebec is their home. About 7.5 million people residing in Quebec. Quebec makes up 23.6% of the total Canadian population. This is a huge population, considering in 1851, the population was only 892,061 people. As of 2011, 67.8% are aged 15 to 64. People 65 and over make up 16.5%, leaving 14.7% of kids between 0 and 14. Quebec is multicultural, although 60.1% of people that live in Quebec are Canadian, 28.9% are French, 5.5% are Irish, 4% are Italian, 3.3% are English, 3% are North American Indian, 2.7% are Scottish, 1.9% are Quebecois, and 1.8% are German. Along with age and ethnicity, the religion in Quebec varies as well. 83% are Catholic, 4.7% are Protestant, 6% have no religious affiliation, and 1.6% are Muslim. There are other religions within Quebec, but they are less commonly practiced. However, these statistics may change shortly, for people in Quebec could be emigrating, and new people will be immigrating into Quebec. Quebec is ever-changing, with constant immigration and emigration. Quebec's net migration in 2009 was negative 7,419 people. This is not the first time their net migration is in the negatives. Quebec has been in negative since 1971, when 20,000 people emigrated. In 2010, Quebec admitted 53,985 immigrants. This is the highest amount in recent history, representing a 66% increase since 2000. The immigrants come mainly from Italy, 7.7%, then France with 7%, 6.7% are from Haiti, 4.6% are from China, 4.1% are from Lebanon, 3.9% are from Morocco, 3.5% are from Algeria, 3.2% are from Romania, and 3.1% are from the United States. By 2015, Quebec plans to admit at least 48,500 people. The contribution that immigration makes to Quebec development depends on the demographic vitality, economic prosperity, the vitality of the French language, openness to the world, and the management of diversity and regionalization. As the population continues to increase in Quebec, the population distribution will become very important. In most Canadian provinces, Quebec was originally all rural. Quebec's first settlers were natives around 40,000 BC, although the discovery of Quebec is officially attributed to Jacques Cartier in 1534. Over the years, cities and technology developed. Quebec became 80% urban. Major cities make up most of Quebec, like Montreal with 1,649,519 people, Quebec City with 419,140 people, Laval with 401,553 people, Sherbrooke with 154,601 people, and Longueuil with 231,409 people. People choose to live in these cities because the cost of living is cheap compared to other major Canadian cities like Vancouver and Toronto. French will be learned much easier by living in the culture. The scenery is beautiful, and it is located driving distance from New York, Boston, and Toronto, plus many English-looking villages, mountains, and the countryside is nearby. The majority of people in Quebec reside in the southern part. Quebec has the highest concentration in the country, with 80% of the population living in 320,000 by 97 kilometers, and as of 2011, a density of 5.8 people per kilometer square. Within Quebec's very populated cities, there are a lot of well-known industries. Quebec has some of the leading industries in North America. Quebec's hydroelectricity is very profitable and produces almost half of Canada's electricity. Another main industry in Quebec is fishing, due to the surrounding water. There are 40 fishing plants which provide the country with fresh, salted, smoked, and canned fish. In addition, half of Canada's aerospace industry is located in Quebec, and this is the 5th largest in the world. The aerospace industry produces airplanes, hydraulics, and avionics. Maple syrup is also a huge industry in Quebec, representing 1.3% of rural employment and generating $610 million in GDP. Quebec produces 94% of Canada's maple production and 77% of global production. Quebec's total GDP is over $300 billion as of 2012 and makes up 20% of Canada's GDP. Although Quebec has numerous industries, their unemployment rate is at 7.8% as of 2012. Quebec's industries are outstanding, but their tourist attractions are like no other province in Canada. 22 million people worldwide visit Quebec yearly. Quebec has 180 historical landmarks, including the Battle of Châteauguay National Historic Site, which holds reenactments depicting the lives of the troops who fought in 1812. Fort Lennox, the largest fort in the country, and Citadel, the largest fort in North America, are both in Quebec. Quebec is also home to 16 wildlife reserves, 3 national parks, 22 provincial parks, 80,000 square kilometers of outdoor places to explore, and 20 tourist regions. Some great townships to visit are the Eastern Township, Gaspé Peninsula, Saguenay, La Sainte-Jean, Laurentian, and Charlevoix. Montreal is a great city to explore due to underground railroads and a beautiful atmosphere with cobblestone streets and old French flair. Montreal is known for great entertainment as well, like the Montreal International Film Festival, Just for Laughs, International Comedy, and Cirque du Soleil. Many cities in Quebec offer various activities like sailboat racing, sandcastle contests, canoe racing, snowmobiling, sand dune skiing, river rafting, whale watching, dog sledding, ice fishing, hockey game watching, snowshoeing, canoeing, kayaking, hiking, skating, skiing, biking, and swimming. There are so many activities to keep busy in Quebec. In conclusion, Quebec is a big part of Canada. It attracts immigrants because of its multiculturalism and wonderful scenery. Quebec has some of the leading industries in Canada and in North America. In addition, Quebec is a great tourist destination with tons to do and see. Quebec is something for everyone. Whether you desire to reside there or just visit, Quebec is a magnificent place. So when are you visiting?
À Montréal, dans un grand Boeing bleu de mer. J'ai besoin de revoir l'hiver et ses aurores boréales. J'ai besoin de cette lumière descendue droit du Labrador et qui fait neiger sur l'hiver des roses bleues, des roses d'or dans le silence de l'hiver. Je veux revoir ce lac étrange